Well, so far it's been a busy morning. We got stuck in a squall. We had a little entanglement from our stern anchor, and we had a minor repair on our engine, but I think we're ready to go. And the good news is the sun is out, so it's time to pull up the anchor. Morning squall this morning, and we've also got our stern anchor out. So between our stern and our forward anchor, we're taking all the wind and the waves on the beam, because the swell and the wind comes from the opposite direction normally. So hopefully this is short-lived, and hopefully we don't have any problems.
Welcome to this week's episode of Sailing Sometimes Sucks. It's snarky.
Is that right? It's really snarky, but I think it's calming down now. At least we're not taking the waves on the beam anymore. We're taking them on the nose, so the snubber's happy in the front. But, whoo, what a nasty morning. I hope this doesn't last. You can see the village now, and you couldn't see it 15, 20 minutes ago. So
yeah, as soon as it lets up, we're going to get that stern anchor out of there. So.
As soon as it lets up, we're getting out of Dodge. It's cold. Brr. So we got our stern anchor up. But in the making of that, we got the line for our mooring ball wrapped around the rudder.
Yeah, the trip line came unraveled, the extra, and it didn't wrap so much as, it wrapped around the top of the shaft. So I'm just getting it out from between the boat and the shaft, which is fun with a couple of feet of swell bouncing 12 tons over your head. But I think I about got it.
Typical morning, day on a sailboat.
Hey.
Oh, and he got it.
I think that's it. I think we're good.
All right. So now we're gonna go have a cup of coffee.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is why you gotta have somebody on the boat that can get under the boat.
I do. His name is Kevin.
We always do what we like to call a post-incident review, where after we have something that doesn't go as planned, we sit down and talk about it and try to figure out how we do it better next time. As you can probably tell, the squeaking noise and the rolling of the boat here, we've pulled our stern anchor off because we got caught this morning in a squall. Drove the boat forward and over while Carla hauled in the stern line, and then once we got close enough to it, we then hauled it up with the winch, and everything would have been great except we put a trip line on it with a float, which everybody says to do, which has never really worked out for us.
We didn't get a boat hook ready so that when we got close to the float, somebody could grab it with the boat hook.
Kind of leaning towards not putting a float on it for a trip line, for one thing.
Get to the next anchorage, we set the anchor, we wait, we see how the boat rides, and then we see the conditions, and then we decide how to deploy the stern anchor.
Our next anchorage is Bahia Uvita, which everyone says you'll either love it or hate it because of the swell. It has a reef that shelters it, and at high tide the swell comes over the reef, so it's going to bash us around unless we've got a stern anchor out. But otherwise they say it is one of the most gorgeous anchorages on the Pacific side of Central America.
And now the sun's out, I think we should go check it out.
I think it's time for us to head out, and we'll put theory into practice.
If we are moving on a regular basis, I usually check the engine compartment like once a week just to make sure that there's no surprises in there. And this morning I found this sitting underneath the engine, so we're going to do a little digging in the engine compartment and see if we can find out where it came from.
What about those up front? They're fine? The ones we were trying to trace?
Yeah.
So there's clamps on the ends? The bottom?
Mm-hmm. I found it.
Where is it?
It's right here.
Can I see it from here? I don't think so.
If you look right there, we're missing the clamp, and I think that's where our oil drip is coming from as well.
See, Carla's in there with her nimble little girl fingers. I could get my hand in on this side, but it's too tight a fit to turn the nut driver. So Carla's able to get a ratchet in on that side. Good eyes, Carla, to spot that. Because that would have eventually probably blown that hose off.
Yeah, we would have had oil
And then we would have had a major issue.
everywhere.
And when our engine's running, it's typically not a situation where you want to not have an engine. It's about 95 degrees with 100% humidity, so we're all dripping wet and having to wipe off our hands to get to the tools and hold things. But Carla's got it.
Tight now, so we'll just check it.
Yeah, we'll check it when we get to our next spot.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Reclamped. And there's definitely a lot of oil around the hose, which was that tiny little drip that we had. That is so hot.
We are sweating.
So hot.
You can see we're at Drake's Bay. Out here is where we dove yesterday, or it says rocks. And then we're going up here to Bahia Uvita, I think it's pronounced. And it's about 25 nautical miles from here. Is that the plan for today?
Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Okay, lead. Hopefully nothing bad happens. So bad things come in threes, right? So we had the squall that blew us off our anchor. Then we pulled the stern anchor in. That was one bad thing. Number two, the trip line for the ball got stuck in the rudder. Three, we found a hose clamp when we did engine checks. Hose clamps broken in the bottom of the boat are not a good thing. And I'm not sure if that's the third bad thing, because the good thing is the hose clamp was on an oil line that we found that's leaking, which we've been trying to track down for a while. So that was a good bad thing.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna hit a whale next. I don't know.
Hey, we're sailing. We finally got some wind. It's coming from the west, which is what the forecast was today. So we have like 12 knots on the beam. Gargoyle is super happy. Our wind's actually picking up again. It died down again. We were just kind of wondering what we should do, but we just got another pickup of wind and we're back up to 5 knots. So, and we're heading back to our waypoint. That's good news. It's going to be a Fickle sailing day.
It is.
Fickle.
We have to be in on time, hun.
I know, we're an hour away and it's 1 o'clock, so we should be fine.
So we're doing 4.7 knots and we're 11 nautical miles away. So how is that an hour away?
We're like an hour and a
7
half.
knots.
Hour and a half away. See? Negative Nelly. Negative Nelly.
Realistic.
Negative Nelly.
Realistic.
It's coming into the anchorage, and there's a big reef over here with this island. And then there's another big reef over here. You can see the water breaking. Meanwhile, we have everything ready for the stern anchor. So then we're ready to go.
I think so.
So it might be pretty here, but definitely not a good anchorage. It's a 1 out of 10 on the Carla anchoring scale. Stern anchor is deployed. It's not working all the greatest, and yeah, we're voting this a no-go.
Really, really rolling. Now we'll settle down because another hour the tide will be blocked by the reef, so we'll have 8 hours of calm, and then we'll get 4 hours of this.
Guess when high tide is? 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Awesome. We just had dinner and we're just watching the sunset here. And the tide has gone down, which means the swell supposedly goes down. But we're not feeling it. But we're gonna enjoy the sunset tonight. And yep, it's just been one of those days. Well, we are here at Punta, and it has been a relatively rough night. The swell was much bigger than anticipated, so we've been rocking and rolling. Haven't got a lot of sleep, but it looks like we have little lull before the next rain comes in, so we are going to pull up some anchors and get out of here. Well, every day can't be perfect, can it? We got the anchors up, we're ready to go. Captain's at the helm. Hopefully we'll get through this cloudy stuff and get some sunshine later today. How was your sleep last night?
Guidebook said it all. You'll either love it or hate it. What did we learn when we looked at the Surf Monkey report though? Well, 5-star surfing. 5-star surfing equals no star sleeping. I don't know, I think you'll sleep really well tonight, Carla. Did you sleep last night?
No, I didn't sleep at all.
Yeah. Dean and I kind of finally passed out.
Yeah. Dean and Kevin slept like babies. They were both snoring, but Sam and I were like getting up. One point in time, there's like a big squall in front of us with lightning, and I was like, awesome.
I heard the thunder.
Yeah.
I heard the thunder. I went back to sleep.
And then when at high tide at about 1 o'clock, the waves were so high that they were actually coming over the bow a little bit. So the entire bow was covered in water. And I was just like, can't be sunshine and champagne every day.
Why not? Why not? Whew. Okay, I sent Carla down to dry out. You can see her jacket there from pulling the anchor and doing all that up on the bow. But I sent her downstairs to kind of warm up, get some breakfast, to dry out. I know I don't look like I'm attired for tropical cruising, but it is wet and snarky out today. Have no wind, almost no wind. We're going around this point, and then we're gonna make our way up and here, which is the anchorage for Manuel Antonio National Park, which is a don't miss. We're kind of torn between if we're going to stop and see it now or if we're going to come back later to see it. But in the meantime, we don't really have a choice. We need to get somewhere.
So we have a long line here, and I missed a float, but I think we mastered it and got over it. But definitely going to have to watch for these for the next little bit. I thought I was around all the floats, but there's actually a lot more. There's a whole bunch of flags out here, so we're actually going to come off the shore a little bit more just to give this fisherman a little more space. Because A, we don't want to wreck his long lines, and we don't want to wrap them around our prop. We have sunshine now, so we're slowly derobing as it gets a little bit warmer. And we've decided to do a long haul today. Find a nice calm anchorage where we can hunker down for a couple of days and just chill out instead of doing harbor hopping. Captain Kevin at the helm.
I don't like long lines. We're making a run today. It's actually dead calm from a wind's perspective. Still got a pretty good swell out here, but not too bad, and our angle isn't a bad one. But we decided to make about a 60 nautical mile run to the northwest, see if we can't get to a more sheltered anchorage and get some sleep.
Yep, change of plans. The crews decided to get some sleep. The original plan was to check out Manuel Antonio National Park for a couple of days, but due to the higher Pacific swell, we opt for a longer journey today for a calmer anchorage, Punta, Leona. Just passing Herradura, we've got about 4 nautical miles to our anchorage, which is a little more protected than this one is. But we see a few sailboats and lots of fishing boats. And it's definitely much busier up here than it was in Golfito or even up the coast. Right.
Yes, we're getting to the touristy part of Costa Rica.
Rain. I think we're gonna drive through it though.
You said that an hour ago. No, we're not.
We're
She's
driving
wrong.
through it, man. We're driving through
She's making up optimistic outcomes of her own.
it. We have arrived at our destination. Check this little cove out.
We've made it to Punta Leona, and this is quite a nice, pleasant little anchorage. I like it. The cats
Yeah.
definitely give it 2 paws up.
Yeah,
They love it. Little birds, they
little
love
birds that are taunting them. But I think we made the right decision doing the big long haul, getting up super early.
it. Oh, I guarantee we did. Yeah, these little
Yeah.
roadstead anchorages in Costa Rica along the Pacific at this time of year, the swell's just too big for them
Yeah.
to be comfortable.
So now we've got a couple weeks, or actually about less than that, like 10 days.
Mhm.
So we're gonna chill out and just enjoy the bay, or the Gulf, I guess, until our crew gets here.
It's called the Gulf of Nicoya.
Nicoya, yeah.
Nicoya. Gulf of Nicoya.
Yeah.
Yeah. So far, so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty populated.
For the-
We're not used to all these people.
The
Lights
last-
on shore, but
the
yeah.
3 hours we've been here, it's been excellent. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna enjoy the sunset. Cheers.
Cheers.
Instead of it was like, Carla, grab the boat while you're doing that. Grab this and grab that and do this and do that.
About everything that you want to talk about right now. Right now. Right now. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me.
Look like it looks.
I'm not relaxing.